Fuck my life. I forgot I was playing videos in the background. Hurry up. Hurry up. Can you imagine? I'm fucking depressed here. Just got kiboshed, clearly, by the gods over the fucking YouTube for like showing background shite. Didn't mean to, like, but you know what I mean. Wasn't me. Oh, I'm fucking. I feel demented. Honestly. Like, what's going on? Like, really? Oh my god. Honestly? Like, what the fuck? Hey, Rich. I'm not on the politics vibe today. My football manager left today. So, I'm a bit depressed. I was trying to show videos of music and shit in the background. But then YouTube decided you don't have to do that either. You can't even, like, play just videos with no music on. So I got kiboshed. So I thought, fuck, I'll make a new one. But there's a press conference in 6 minutes. I don't know where it is. Is it on LFC's webpage? It's not, like, where is it? I'm gonna just fucking find it and stream it. Hopefully that'll work. But it's mad, innit? It's a mad one. It's a mad one. It's a mad day today, Rich. By the way, for the people who don't see me on the internet, hiya. I do exist, so go fuck yourself. Hi. There you go. You can see my face. I do actually exist. Not just a voice. There you go. You used to see me a lot back in the day. So yeah, I wanna. Where's the watcher? It says it's gonna be. Oh, it's live on YouTube. Oh, 4 minutes 57 seconds. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll go over there. Yeah, I'm crying in my beer. Oh, okay. Well, what we'll do is, right, because we're fucking nerdy. And I'm fucking nerdy. We will do this because it's literally there. Okay, so you should be able to see that, hopefully. In a minute. Here we go. So, it's literally there. But that's my manager's face. We'll listen to it when it comes on eventually. Shitty game music. Okay, let's turn on the sound. There we go. So yeah, woke up this morning full of beans. Happy, chirpy man. Friday, thinking, oh, I'm so glad I don't have to stream any politics because can't be bothered. You know me, I just try and stream where I can be asked. When I think it's interesting, then I'll stream it. Not really that interesting at the moment. To be fair, politics-wise, it's the same old bullshit. When it gets interesting, you know I'll stream it then. Not really enough in American politics right now, so I don't really want to stream it either. So I've been pretty silent. Anyway, fucking long ass point. I thought, oh my god, normal Friday. Very happy. Chill, play some Diablo 4. Bit of Star System maybe later on. No. Turns out my manager sacks himself halfway through the season. Fucking bizarre. And if you know anything about football in the United Kingdom, it's like a religion. So basically, I woke up and Jesus was put on the cross. I'm like, what's going on here? And his reasons for not being Liverpool manager anymore is he can't be asked too much. That's what he said. Can't be bothered. I'm like, oh great, we're fucked. I'm not blaming him. I'm just thinking, what's going to happen next? What Muppet are we getting next to be our manager? Please don't let it be a shit person. Please no Rafa Benitez. Please no. No. I can't cope. No Rafa. Go home. Can't be bothered. So yeah, we're going to find out in a minute. I'm fucking crying. I've never been so upset over stupid shit in my life. The last time I was this upset, okay, yeah, the Queen did die. But that was the Queen. That's not even the same thing. The Queen was like me nan, but not me nan, if you know what I mean. She's just been there forever, so I just got a test even without fucking noticing it. Do you know what I mean? She's like a cat or whatever. And then David Bowie died, made me cry. Yeah. I think that was the last time I proper had a whinge over anything. Like, oh my god, that's really shocking. This is really shocking. My manager's quitting after 9 years. That's a long ass time in football though to manage. Yeah, I think he's the longest serving Liverpool manager in recent times. I'm pretty sure he is, you know. Pretty sure. 9 years. Can't be easy that. Especially in the Premier League. Fucking hell. Stress.com. My entire feed on my social media is fucking filled with this shit. And rightly so. Everybody is saying Klopp. It's all over Twitter, all over fucking Instagram. I don't have an Instagram, but you get the point. All over fucking Stephen. YouTube, but mainly YouTube because I follow football clearly. So every other fucking channel has spent like 40 minutes banging on about it. Which is mad. What's my favourite Klopp moment? Well, I've got two of them to be fair. My favourite one is when he first did his press conference and said he's the normal one. Legit mic drop moment there, because he clearly wasn't the number one. Oh, it is. Oh, mic drop moment there, because he clearly wasn't the number one. Shut up. I've unmuted the wrong
Liverpool. So why are you so convinced this is the right decision for you?
Oh, I thought I said that in the other, what is it, statement or interview or whatever we had. With all the responsibility you have in this job and these kind of things, you have to be absolute top of your own game. That's how it is, and I am. But I'm doing this for 24 years now, and I said that before. When you have the career I have had or have, I want to see that. It's pretty much impossible to start where I start and arrive at Liverpool. But if it becomes possible, then it's just because you absolutely invested everything you had, and that's what I always did. It was never a problem, and I realized that my resources are not endless, and I preferred to pack absolutely everything in this season, and then have a break or whatever, or have to stop and these kind of things, because it's you realize it yourself. You're in a similar age. It's we are no young rabbits anymore, and we don't jump as high as we did, and all these kind of things. And that's how it is, and that's why I've been. And it was not I didn't think about it on purpose. I thought, let's have a think, how will it be? It just happened. And then I started thinking about it, and that was the moment when I knew this club, especially with the team we have, with all the super things we have in this club needs, on top of that, a manager and his top game and his top level. And when I cannot be that anymore, then I have to tell the people 100%. The other situation would have been we go in the next season, and I realized, and then I knew it before, and get into it and try to get somehow through it. That's not how it should be, and that's why I told first the club the decision, then my coaches the decision, and since today everybody knows it, and that's it. That I love everything so much, and I think everybody believes me that it's the case, and still think it's the right thing to do. Can just tell you, I don't take these kind of things lightly, so I'm convinced it's right, and that's why I said it.
Hi, Dan Rowan, BBC. Jürgen, it's obviously a big announcement. What are your emotions today? How do you feel? Is it a sense of sadness or perhaps relief?
Yeah, it's the relief was there when I made the decision for myself. To be honest, that was another thing I realized. So I didn't know that it would be the case, but it was like that. Today it's mixed. It's mixed, but it's not. I'm not as emotional as I will be when it comes to an end finally, because I spoke today to the players. So let me say the two important things I had to do was to tell our of course, have to tell the owners, that's clear, but then to tell our supporters and to tell the players. And I don't know 100% about the reaction of the supporters, but the reaction of the players was top. Just it was really good. We know each other so long that they know I don't say things like that and walk away or stuff like this. So I'm here and I'm fully here. And by the way, today I answer 500,000 questions if you want, but that's it then. So until the end of the season, because we have so many other things to do, and I'm fully in that. So there's not a lot of emotion here. I had some talks the last days when I had to tell other people slightly earlier than I tell the public, and there were some tears and stuff like this. But that's normal after such a long time together. But besides that, it's just the right thing to do, and I'm convinced as well in the right moment, because the club needs time to plan the future while we are sorting the present, and that's exactly what will happen now. And from that point of view, the emotions will come up. Relief is not there as well anymore, because I knew before how I feel about it. Yeah.
Julia from BBC Radio Merseyside. When you spoke to the players and they asked you the questions probably that we're all asking today, how did you ensure with them, or what was the message about making sure this isn't a distraction because you're still fighting on four fronts?
The players didn't have a lot of questions. I spoke to the players all together, and I spoke to a few players after that. The players, we have a really strong bond, so they didn't ask questions yet. There's no question, because we are professionals, and the agreement you have with the team from both sides is you agree for 1 year. So after that, everything can happen. The manager, during the year, the manager can get the sack, but the players, usually the agreement we have from a club point of view is for 1 year, even after a 5-6 year contract, because after a year you play much better, then the player wants a new contract, you play not as good as you want, and the club might want to sell you, but for a year usually you have a real agreement, and we are completely in that year, and the boys are, and the boys see it exactly like that. I think we had cameras out there for the training session after that, and you could see the boys are in a really good mood, and it was not that they were getting up and having a party when I told them, but it was just an announcement. And I told them that it's different to other situations. Usually, when a manager is in a dressing room and talks about that, he got sacked and just says goodbye, and that wouldn't have happened here because of the things we reached with each other and achieved with each other, and that's why my responsibility was so big in that I have to constantly always think about and have a review. Is it still right? Because There was no chance. We had last year's situation in the season. I think a lot of managers would have got the sack because we had a really bad spell and 3-4 years ago and all these kind of things. There was never any intention to do that, and that always let my responsibility grow and grow and grow to make sure, okay, when it's not right anymore, I have to tell because nobody else will tell. And that's what I said to the players as well. Besides that, the disruption, I understand. It's, I think, a lot of people from the outside who are not with us will be happy, blah, 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 stuff like this. It's your job to ask questions, uncomfortable questions, whatever. The destruction comes from outside. But to get distracted, you always need two parts. One who distracts and the other one who let it happen. And we will not let it happen. So that's the plan. And if we want, we can grow even more together in this situation. And that's 100% the aim of the players and me. And how we said, to try to squeeze everything out of that season. We don't know. There's no guarantee. There was before no guarantee that we will win anything this season, and there is now no guarantee. But just the fact that I said I will not be the manager for next year is not an excuse to do a step less or whatever. So we will be completely in it, and we will fight for everything. I'm here with 100%, and that's the good news. I just know I cannot do the job in the future, but I can do it very well right now, and that's what I will do.
Stuart from PLP. Jürgen, will you have any role to play in deciding who your successor is, or will you advise the board?
Oh, why should I? So that's very important. Look, in this world, you have a few in football, especially. You have a few faces most of the time as the manager of the club, and people like Billy or others who do an incredible job. You don't see that often. So that's just how you live this kind of business. In Germany, it's slightly different, but here it is like that. So and it looks like that I do all the work. I don't. I can't, and I don't. And that means what we built over the last 8.5 years is an incredibly strong structure behind the scenes. So everything goes in the right direction. So that's a good news. That's one of the reasons why I can leave. Because my responsibility is so big. My idea was always to put everything in place and help with everything that this club gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And we did that to perfection, no, but as good as we could. That means so many people work here and will, with only one idea, to find a perfect solution for Liverpool FC. Well, I'm pretty sure that will happen. And the last thing they need is an advice from the old man walking out and tell them, by the way, make sure you take him, bring him in or whatever. And I will definitely not do that. Like for most of the things I have an opinion, and you will not believe. To most of the things I still didn't say anything, so I have no problem with that. I wish for the future this club just the very, 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 very best. And for now, I'm still here and can help them to achieve the best possible.
Billy, can I just ask you from a board point of view, and how significant a moment is this, because you're losing a man who's had a great 9 years with you?
Yeah, I think that's probably hard to put into words how significant it is. And I think when Jürgen joined us in 2015, he talked about leaving the club in a better place than he found it. And I think if you look at where we are today versus where we were when he joined us, there's absolutely no doubt that he's done that. And as you just said, he's going to be here for several more months. So I think from our perspective, obviously, the news is sad, as I'm sure a lot of our supporters share that emotion. He and I have had a number of conversations over the course of the last several weeks, and I think the first time that we had a chat about his decision, from a professional standpoint, but also from a personal standpoint, we've worked alongside each other for the last almost 9 years. And I could see from my perspective, knowing him as I do, that this was a decision that he had come to and that he was absolutely comfortable with and believed in. And when your colleague and friend comes to a decision like that, then that's something that you support and respect.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, of course. But at the same time, I also, I think he said in the video the other day, last night, that really this is about. Everyone sees what happens from the outside, but the amount of work and pressure, and as he said, he's been doing this for 24 years. So surprised in a sense, but also I understand it. And as I said, it's obviously it's a sad day, but it's also one that a credit to Jurgen. He's come to the decision. He wanted to give the club the opportunity to go through what will be an orderly process, and that's not easy to do if this news isn't public. So we will go through that process, and as we have done in the past, the same process that brought us Jurgen almost 9 years ago, and that's something that we will do. We will do in private. That will be done with, as Jurgen said, the people that are here, our ownership, Mike Gordon in particular, will be a part of that process. And when we get to a place where we have further news on that, then we can discuss it at that point. But it's not going to be something that's going to be a running commentary. We prefer to, at this club, we prefer to operate. When we're ready to talk about things, we will. And until that point, we won't. And we won't talk about other people, and we won't get into the name game. This is really an announcement that Jurgen and we are making. And after today, we are focused on the campaign ahead and the opportunity that we have, and competing on four fronts, and making the 23-24 campaign something that supporters can look back on with enjoyment.
Carl Marker from PA. When you came back after the summer, you said you were re-energised and refreshed. Did you genuinely believe that was the case, or were you trying to convince yourself that was the case?
No, in a sense, it was definitely exactly like that. The reason for that was, well, the summer was a difficult summer. So it was really a difficult summer. It was not that we had a lot of time to put the legs on the table. So we were working really hard to bring in the right players. When it happened, and it looked like we got them now. That was the moment when it was really okay. Let's go for it. And then we had the training, the summer we had, and the preparation we had was absolutely outstanding. And realizing how good this team can be, that of course gave me a lot of joy, especially. So, but it's not about that. It's how I said. I in this moment I love each minute of the team, how we react in different moments and all these kind of things. It's just the stuff what you have to do next to it as well. That's really a lot, like planning. You might think the transfer window is the transfer window, and around that nothing happens. But actually, the transfer window is the one where sometimes not the decision is made before, or you try to make them who we go for, stuff like this, but transfer is just a moment when then you can finally finalize it. So the work around planning pre-seasons, all these kind of things, there you need to be spot on as well, because it's really important. And then I realized that's something I cannot. I did it so often. I had 6 press conferences a week since it feels like 9 years pretty much. We played international football. Honestly, I have no problem with you, but I can't wait for the moment when I don't have to do that anymore. There's so many things in this job where you just think, again. So, and you have to be the best version of yourself. You have to, and especially for a club like Liverpool, because I know it means so much, and it's so important for so many people. I cannot do it on 3 wheels. It was not allowed, and I never wanted to be a passenger in all that. My managing skills, obviously, so many better managers out there, but it's based on energy, on emotion, on relationships, and all these kind of things, and that takes all of you. That's just how it is. It needs all of you. And in the moment you think, okay, they can't do it like that anymore, then you can do it maybe a little bit different. Also, I'm who I am, and I'm where I am because how I am. So with all the good and the bad things, it is. And if I cannot be that anymore, stop it. and tell the people. That's how I understand it. I didn't stop, and I didn't say it after 1 year, I didn't say it after 2 years, not after 3, not after 4, when after 5, when it was difficult, stuff like this. It was not one time a little idea. It was not my idea when I signed a new contract. I was 100% convinced in this moment we will go until 2026. 100%. But how can I underestimated or judged it wrong. It's not my level. My energy level is endless because it always was, and now it's not. Yeah, and then we have to change.
Jürgen, Cameron Pope from TalkSport. Jürgen, there can be no argument you've had extraordinary success with this football club. Is there one moment from your tenure you can look back on more fondly than any other? And equally, do you leave Liverpool Football Club with any regrets?
No, and I'm not in the mood to think about that. To be honest, I do that here today because it had to be done. But I'm not in. I don't. I'm not in a. I don't want to. Don't have to remember anything now. The best in my idle world, the best memories are still to come. To be honest, so let me say like that. So I'm not in that mood. There are so many moments that I would anyway probably mention the wrong one because I'm not prepared. But that's not about today. I have no regrets so far. I have a lot of special memories, nothing to mention today. We are here to answer your questions, actually, because I thought the most important people know already. So our supporters who want to watch it could watch it, and who want the players know it. So that's done for me, but of course I do that today as well, and it's absolutely fine, but it's nothing to add on, really. We can clarify things, we can speak about. I saw only this morning, surprisingly, when it came out, and I saw Jose Enrique, which I like a lot, and he's obviously has a big Liverpool heart, but he said, whatever I say, I think that's what I understood, whatever I say, it's still about FSG, and I can tell you, Jose, it's not. Nothing to do with it. So, this time, what I had, and it would be so easy in this job to just blame the owners and say, yeah, we would have won more trophies if FSG would have spent more. Was I always happy with each second what we did exactly? No, but it was absolutely fine. This club is so different, how Billy said, because we built 2 stands, which will last forever. They will stay there. If there's not an earthquake, they will stay there. So the stadium is wonderful. We built this AXA training ground where you are. Wonderful. This will stay for the next 30, 40, 50 years. Wonderful. Everything said. We did what we did properly. That's really important. We did it the Liverpool way, what I loved. So, and that we didn't win with 97 points and we didn't win the Champions League final, it had nothing to do with that one player was not in, or we would have spent for another one 120. I understand 100%, that's a fan view, fine. A professional view can never be like that. It just can't. So my job, if you blame anybody for not winning the Champions League 3 times more often, probably, yeah, it's me. It's my job to make that happen, to work with the team we have. And not becoming champion with 97, and I even forgot the next number, what was that, 94? Something like that. It's me, nobody else, because everybody brought us to that point. 97 points is exceptional. Having a team who can gain 97 points, exceptional. Having a team who can qualify for the Champions League, exceptional. So it had nothing to do with that. Yes, it was super intense. Super intense, and I cannot tell you if losing a final is more intense than winning a final, because I didn't win a final that often. So I can tell you losing a final is super intense. So, and that obviously over the years added on. Yeah, it's like a tree. A few more rings, stuff like that. You have them, and at one point, you have to make sure you get a rest. And again, what I said yesterday, doing the job for 24 years, I arrived here as a normal guy. I, in my understanding, I am that still, 100%, and I never lived a life. I never, and I want that as well. That's true, but I never wanted that much that I had to think about it. I just wanted this 3-4 weeks in the summer somehow is fine, but it's not anymore. So, and whatever will happen in the future, I don't know now. I don't know now, but no club, no country for the next year, no other English club ever. I can promise that, even if I have nothing to eat, that will not happen. So, and that will not happen as well, by the way. So, thanks to Liverpool. And so that's all okay. But it's too important. to do it with 50%. It is just too important, and that's why. And this team is set up for the future. When I said Liverpool 2.0, that didn't include me, obviously, for the next 10 years. So, but the team is there, the basis is there, and whoever comes in cannot give anybody a guarantee to win trophies, but can give as a good chance to play really good football, and that's fine because we will get a top manager here, and then there will be good football, and what we all learned and improved and did in the last few years, and this changing from doubters to believers and staying believing in difficult moments. If we keep all that, then it is a wonderful future ahead, and that's all I want. And I want not be the passenger who is disturbing that process.
Billy, Mark Ogden, ESPN. Just in terms of the process of replacing Jurgen, do you have a timescale in place in terms of do you want it to result before the end of the season, or do you want to be respectful in terms of the team has to do what they have to do before the season finishes? And I know you're not going to the name game, but do you have a target in mind, an ideal successful already?
Yeah, no, Mark, appreciate the question. I think from our perspective, I wouldn't want to set an expectation, number one, because this is a process that we need to go through. As I said, it's a process that we have gone through in the past. The way we operate as a football club is to ensure that we've looked at all the information, all the data. We've done our proper due diligence, and then we'll make a decision and we'll have an announcement at that time. So I understand the question, but I can't commit to a timeline on it. It will go on in the background, and you can be sure that we'll be doing everything we possibly can to make, as Jurgen said, the right decision for the future of this football club. That's the way we've always operated, and that's the way we'll operate through this process. But at the same time, it's not to be a distraction. This is about making sure that this campaign continues, and that the team can continue to perform. And as I said, when we have something to say, we'll have something to say at that point.
Andy Hunter, The Guardian. Jürgen, Alex Ferguson once announced that he was stepping down at the end of the season and changed his mind halfway through. You could short a sabbatical. Is there anything that could happen? Like winning the league, win the Europa League.
Step down twice. Just sorry, go. I didn't know that. Alex Ferguson stepped down and then changed his mind.
He said he was stepping down at the end of the season and changed his mind halfway through. You could short a sabbatical to take the Liverpool job. Is there anything that could happen over the next 4 months, winning the league, win the Europa League, that could re-energise you and make you change your mind?
No, nothing. Alex Ferguson, I really didn't know that. No, nothing. I respect Alex a lot. I don't know what drove him that time. No, I really thought a lot about it. How I said the situation was always clear because of our relationship we have in the club. Was always clear. I have to make a decision at one point, because nobody else would have. It's just like the trust and the respect we had for each other, and that the owners knew as well. I would take the decision because I don't want to hanging around and doing the job somehow. So that's why I thought it through properly, and actually I want everything this season. It wouldn't change my mind, and if we don't win anything, it wouldn't change my mind. It's a decision I made independent of any kind of results. A big one is the potential of the team. I really see that's a good basis. It's a really good basis. Not more. So we are not better than other teams or whatever, but we have a good basis to work with, and that's really important. And that's why it's a good moment to give it to somebody else.
Hi Jürgen, Lewis Steele, Daily Mail. The fans are obviously very upset that you're leaving. What is your main message to the fans between now and when you leave?
I like what I said yesterday. Okay, you saw it this morning. It's like I really hope you can accept the decision. That's how it is, and And besides that, I'm not in the mood for saying thank you. I should have 5 million times, and will do that. These things will all happen. Now it's the rest of the season. Now we all know the outside world want to destruct that. That's clear. Opponents want to take each opportunity to make you weaker, stuff like this. All about us. And I said yesterday, and would like to say it would be really cool, because there's no misunderstanding of my feelings towards our supporters or the other way around. I think there's everything clear. By the way, don't have to make these, or we should not make these games about me. That's really important. So we need all the support for all the games starting day after tomorrow, then Wednesday, then Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. So like a lot of games coming up, and we need that, and we want that, and that's it. Let's squeeze everything out of the season. That's the message.
Richard. Hi Jürgen, Richard Jolly from The Independent. You mentioned a couple of times about wanting to go back and do normal things, lead a bit of a normal life. Is there anything in particular that you
No, I don't know how normal life is, so I have to figure out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Ziad Mansour with BN Sports. Jürgen, when you took over the job, did you expect it to be as fun, as intense, and maybe as tiring as it is?
It was not tiring. It's intense. It is now. It's my fault, not the job's fault. So yeah, I expected. I had no clue what I can expect. I knew about the size of the club, but that's all I knew, and all the rest is about the people working here, the people we are doing it for. How can you know that before you experience it? Because you feel it. Before you feel it, you cannot know it. This is the best club in the world. It's outstanding. Everything about it. Being an honorable Scouser is probably, I would have known that before, but it's probably one of the best things I could have ever achieved in my life. It's absolutely outstanding. And the way these people deal with difficulties is a role model for me. And I learned so much here. So I didn't think about how it will be, but it was a lot of fun, and it is still. So I was sad. I understand it's kind of a bit of a misunderstanding, or not 100% clear for you, because you have so many questions. I answered them, I said it before, but I'm not in a mood for recap. How was that? No, we have enough time for that. I could talk now about Norwich if I'm 100% honest, but I get it that you are now today not too interested in that. But that is my main concern after we leave this room, and that's what everybody can expect from me, and that's what I will deliver until the last day, 100%.
Chris?
Chris, that's it, Chris. A lot of supporters compare it today to the day Bill Shankly announced he's leaving, Kenny Dalglish. I think you would agree that is a fair comparison. I know Jürgen stood next to you, but just to talk about the vacuum he's going to leave behind.
Yeah, I think we were talking about it earlier. I had a conversation with my son who said, I thought he was going to manage forever. So I can understand the impact, and as he said, the shock, and we'll have the right time and the right opportunity to, as Jürgen said, to look back and to talk about his career. Obviously, the ride that we've been on has been extraordinary, and certainly his success, leadership, who he is as a person, charisma. But the relationships, as he said, that have been created, the team that's been built here is obviously a massive credit to him. And we're all in a position, as I said, where we want to get through today, and we want to focus on getting back to playing and getting on the pitch and winning football matches. But in terms of his impact, obviously it's been enormous, and as a colleague, it's been an incredible last 8+ years, and as a supporter, as a fan, it's been equally so. So we hope that continues. We've got, as he said, targets ahead of us, and that's where our focus is going to be.
Billy, it was mentioned in the statement, obviously, Pep Linders and Vitor Matas, Peter Kravitz will all read as well. Were there any attempts made to sort of keep some of that experience on board? I'm thinking, maybe Pep, Vitor, in terms of their roles, would it have been possible to keep them after Jürgen with the league?
Yeah, I think Jurgen, you may want to comment on this as well, but I think from an overall perspective, the decision that was taken at the time, number one, I think for Pep and Vitor want to get going in their managerial careers, and so I think that's something that we understood as well, and they'll be obviously they will go. They're not going today. They will go with our support, and anything we can possibly do to help their career going forward, we will of course do. As I said, the team that Jurgen has built is an incredibly strong one, but there's also a huge team around that group as well that will be here to help in terms of that experience level as well.
So yeah, it's like that. I will take the break, but the other boys are open, and ready. Let me say it like that. If somebody is ready, and if somebody can say that, and it's me, they are ready. The impact the boys had over the years, and especially the impact Pep had in the last few years on the football we play, is second to none, and it's absolutely incredible. So I know that I have to be very thankful and grateful to him, and I am because he gave me so many new vision and helped me develop over the last years. I'm pretty sure I could help him a little bit as well, but and that's the idea between when you work that closely together. So they will go for it, and I will support it from wherever I am, and will follow it closely and enjoy that a lot, because I know that will be there's a lot to expect from the boys.
James, please.
James Smith from The Athletic. You mentioned before about obviously when the meetings were going on about pre-season, you thought you're not sure you've got it in you to go again. Was that the moment then, or was there another moment when you were absolutely convinced this was the right decision?
No, it was pretty much the first time, and that starts extremely early, playing the pre-season, so stuff like this. And obviously, I knew that the last year was so last season, and when was it? 3 years ago, 3.5 disease. I think you can count them easily as dog years. It's really big to get through this, all that stuff. You might have the opportunity to look at a picture when I arrived here 2015. If you make a picture of me today, you would say 9 years only. So a lot of things happened obviously since then. Yes, it was the first time actually when I realized, because I'm usually the leading part of these meetings. Right, okay, that's how we do it. So somebody comes to me and says, okay, we have to do this or that, and I have to be around, and then I'm the one that says, okay, at that moment we can do that, here we don't do it, blah, blah, blah. And I couldn't, I was like, okay, what about the proposals, what can we do? And that was the first moment. So, we still planned it. So whoever comes is fine. We'll be fine with the preseason because we had to, in the best sensible, in the most sensible way, 100%. So that's fine. But that was the moment I started thinking, and then it was nothing else. Then the football we played became better and better and better. The team, the potential of the team was more and more obvious, and that was another moment I thought, okay, that's it. So come on, that with a proper push, a really good manager, which is on top of his game, that will be fun to watch, and I will do that.
Well done.
Just one thing, just curious, is there one thing you're looking forward to doing most when you finish?
I didn't think about that yet, because I had actually no time to do that, but I will find things, you can believe it. So that is fine, nobody has to worry about that. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, that was mad. Fucking hell. What a bizarre day. Bizarro land. The Klopp has left the building. Oh, my days. Oh, just don't look like fucking Man United. Jesus, fuck. You know, the only thing I'm worried about, don't even give a fuck about the press conference really in that terms of like the madness, because it's a weird day. who the fuck are we gonna get next? That's the only thing I'm thinking of now. Like, who's next? He's built a fucking team. And he won't be managing it. It makes no sense. Just none at all. It makes no sense whatsoever. Who is going to be our manager? What players we're going to buy? Is Mohamed Salah going to stay now? I mean, he's out of contract this summer. We're going to sell him. Like, what? I don't know. Bit bonkers, isn't it? Yeah. That's basically what he said, Rich. I'm fucking done. Bye. It's like, okay. Weird. In the middle of nowhere. I mean, he did say, I've been doing it for so long, I'm kind of bored. Like, he didn't say bored. I'm just done. It's brutal. In a way, right? That's what I'm saying. Football, like, the thing is, this is the weird bit. And he would say this himself. There's more important things in life than football. That's true, right? It's only a sport. Let's not lose our shit. It's not like the president just got shot or the queen died or whatever. But if you're into your footy, and most English people are, in fact, most people in the UK are, in Europe, we love our football. It's a big thing when a manager, a good one, not just a random ass one, a fucking good one. It's like imagine you won the Super Bowl and you're just a boss NFL coach and you just go, fuck it, I'm done. And everyone's like, what? That's kind of just what happened in England. Basically, one of the best NFL managers just decided to just go, yeah, fuck it, I'm done. Goodbye. And it's like, that's weird, isn't it? But it's sad. It's sad because he's given me good memories. I'm not mad. I'm not like angry or anything. It's just, it's sad really, because I'm just thinking like, oh, like I won't get used to not seeing his face kind of thing. You know what I mean? So that's going to be weird, because he's been at the football club for like fucking 9 years. So that's a long ass time. Not having his mad German gob chatting shit or whatever. Gonna be weird. Just the whole atmosphere around Liverpool will be different. It just will be. Who or what is gonna come next? Because everyone's been so used to him being our manager. When he goes, it's gonna be like, okay. And everyone's gonna judge the next manager on him. Did they do like this like Klopp? Did they do that like Klopp? Blah, 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 like Klopp. It's going to be Klopp, fucking Klopp. So, that's going to be mad. I'm glad Steven Gerrard signed the fucking extension in Qatar, whatever the fuck he is. Because he definitely shouldn't get the job anyway. Xabi Alonso is the bookies' favourites. I don't know. I really don't know. Would the Liverpool fans be happy if it was Xabi Alonso? Fuck yes. As a Liverpool, yes. Just yes. Just give us Xabi Alonso and I'll be happy. Does he need to win anything? Probably not for his first year or two. Will he win anything? Fuck knows. It's the I was gonna say Champions League. It's the Premier League. Steven Gerrard went to Rangers and literally fucking won it. And then everyone's like, oh, he should probably come and test his mettle in the Premier League. Got sacked from Aston Villa. So, you never know with young managers. Do we need an old manager or a that's what I'm saying. You don't know, because we got him from Borussia Dortmund. Everyone's like, Jurgen Klopp's the next manager. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be a weird one. No one gives a fuck about the football now, actually. This is going to be the weirdest season ever. Because it doesn't matter what we win this season. And this is the weirdest thing. It doesn't matter what we win. Everybody knows that he's not going to be here next season. And that's the shittest bit. Doesn't matter what player we sell, whatever. I don't even care if we lose anymore. I'm just like, I'm done. Like, I don't care. Like, I've literally written off this season just on that press conference. I'm just like, I don't even care. I just don't care now. I'm just worried about, like, who's our next manager at this point. I literally don't care. And he's like, oh, don't think about... Well, dude, how can you not think about you when you made the club the way it is? I mean, come on. Like, I know you might be a bit idealistic and shit, but that's not how the real world works. You just did a press conference with, like, everybody asking you dumb questions. That's going to keep going, and from now until the end of the season, and then the end of the season, and then he's going to do another press conference, or he's going to say goodbye to Anfield, and all that stupid shit. It's just going to continue. Every time he loses, is that because he's leaving as manager? You know, everything. If we get beat by Chelsea, that's because he's leaving as manager. Everything's going to be because Jurgen Klopp said he's going to leave. Everything. That's going to be every single clickbait YouTube video from now until when he leaves. Trust me on that shit. That's how the internet works. It's going to be clickbaity. The amount of people who made videos that got paid today from clickbait is amazing. It's not even clickbait, really. It's actually true, so it's not clickbait. So, but the reactions, every single content creator who does football made a video on Jurgen Klopp. Even people who don't like Jurgen Klopp made a video on Jurgen Klopp. Just to make money and react to it. And that's going to continue every fucking time we play football now. It just is. Today's just been a massive clusterfuck. Worst Friday ever in terms of football. And I remember Hillsborough, for fuck's sake. Like, honestly, this is mad. Like, we've never had a manager like him. Doesn't matter who you think about. Brendan Rodgers, Rafa Benitez, fucking rest his soul. Fuck, I forgot his name. Him, the French fella. I was gonna say my Emery's fucking Spanish. Terrible. Forgot his name. Sorry. Ule. Fucking hell, I can't do him. Anyway, no one's been like Klopp though. To be fair, Klopp's the only manager who ever won the Premier League. I mean, that alone built a statue. I mean, so shit, he only won one. It was the one in 30 years. And like I said, when he came in, he said, doubters from believers, or whatever. I'm the normal one. And he said, in 4 years, I'm going to win the trophy. And he did. That's mad. 4 years before he even fucking won it, he said, I'm going to win it. He said, oh, I'll be fucking managing Sweden or some shit, which is kind of funny. But it's a mad one to think that he's leaving now. I mean, he's going to leave anyway. He's leaving earlier though. He's contracted until 2026. So everybody thought we'll have him for like 2 more seasons, give or take. Now it's just like, nah, I'm not even doing 2. I'm done. Fuck this shit. I'm gone. That's what he's saying. He's saying I just can't be arsed. It's just too much. I can't do 2 more years. Because that's what he's saying. I can't do 2 more years. Because you're going to have to do this year and next year plus the year after. He's like, nah, I'm fucking done with this shit. And to be fair, he has done a fucking long stint. He's one of the longest reigning managers in Premier League history. Says it all, really. So, I've got no like mad feelings towards him. Clearly not. I'm just sad. I'm sad that his mad footy and his mad ass won't be a Liverpool thing anymore. All the new songs we're going to have to sing. I don't even know. Like, it took so long for even diehard Liverpool fans or whatever will accept that it took them a while for them to get used to him and his, like, style or whatever. Like, everyone knew he was good at footy. We watched Borussia Dortmund play football. So everyone knew it was like a bit mental. But it took a while. You know, at least 3 seasons. 2 seasons, 3 seasons. Because he didn't start off winning everything. You know. But we liked him because he was honest. And that's why I think his press conference, as much as I might like the fact that he's leaving, his press conference was honest. Because he's just like, I can't be asked. I need a fucking break. He's 56. You know what I mean? Like, I get tired going for the shit. So I don't know how the fuck he feels. Getting up every day at stupid o'clock in the morning. For fucking 9 years solid. Fuck that. No, I need a break. Right, can't take that from him. He's a human like the rest of us, innit? So, in closing, I would say, thank you, Robert. Robert. He sounds like Bob Marley's name is fucking... What's his name? Robert Nesta? No, it's not Nesta. Robert Norber. Klopp. But everyone calls him Jurgen Klopp. Sounds like Robert Nesta Marley. Just saying. So, I would say thank you for all the fucking good memories, especially Barcelona 4-0 at Anfield. Wow. Best football game ever. For sure. If you're a Liverpool fan, anyway. Not so much if you're a Barcelona fan. But as a Liverpool fan, that was the best game ever in terms of comebacks. And the second one is Borussia Dortmund, the team he used to fucking manage. We beat them 3-2 at Anfield in a mad comeback. Was it 4-3? Some fucking mad shit anyway. But I remember the 4-0 spectacularly because when we got beat at the Bernabeu, I literally said, when I got the result, or I seen the result, I didn't watch it when we played Barcelona away. I said, I'm not even asked, because when they come to Anfield, we'll beat them 4-0. And we did. That's mad. So yeah, that was my favourite game. And clearly, bringing back the Premier League to Liverpool. And to be fair, he's still got a year. Not a year, but he's got a second half of the season. It would be fitting. I'm not going to say it's possible, but it would be nice if he won something. Which trophy would I want him to win out of all of them? Clearly the Premier League. But if you can just win one more trophy this season, would be nice. Just one more to add to his little tally. You know. If we won the Premier League, that would be fucking insane. It really would. That would be just nuts if we won the Premier League. Because we'd match Man United's tally of 20. So yeah, a sad day for me, really. Yeah, sad day. But hey, nobody's bigger than the club. You'll learn that in football eventually. But he's been a great manager. So, yeah. You never walk alone, as you say. And on that note, I shall bugger off because, yeah, not much to say really. Bit sad. Just gonna be sad all day now. Some shitty Friday this is. Worst Friday ever. Boo. I'll probably see you guys on Sunday for some more Laura Koonsberg. Dirty Tory.